Okay, so tomorrow is Sunday. So before I go to my shift at work, I have to go to church, run by Ollie's and use that coupon that I've been holding off on, and grab a bite to eat. Now, of those three things, the only one that really comes with much of a dress code is going to church. So I need a Sing character's outfit that is appropriate for such an occasion. But what Sing character's outfit is appropriate for church? The answers may surprise you. Yeah, sorry for everyone who was hoping it was Gunter's caterpillar costume. It was a close second. And while it may seem a little strange to dress like a gang leader in church, it is important to remember that he went through a redemption arc, and there's no place more about redemption than church. For Big Daddy's outfit, I found this shirt at Goodwill that's pretty close to the color that he has, and I'm gonna pair it with some black jeans that I already owned. The only thing really specific about Big Daddy's outfit is that necklace he has, and though I did a lot of searching at a lot of stores, all I found was a gold chain that I thought I could use because it looks like I'm making my own. To make this pendant, I took a coffee stirrer from my local Starbucks, cut it up into pieces, gathered up 4 sets of 3, and then glued those together. Once those had fully solidified, I used those to make a rectangle, screwed in an eyelet at the top, sanded the edges and corners a little bit before spray painted it all gold. Once it was dry, I took my bezel, as it's apparently called, and filled it with some Mod Podge 3D magic, and a drop of red food coloring. Stirred that together, and it looked like it was going to turn out pretty good. But then once it dried, it turned out a little concave and not quite as smooth or good looking as I was hoping. So I decided to cut that out of the center and instead turn to Mod Podge Dimensional Magic's much more hard to manage cousin, clear epoxy resin. I mixed up a small amount of it, put another drop of food coloring in that, and carefully ladled it into the center. I was just initially going to show you the finished product of the resin and act like it was still the Mod Podge that had done it, but I really want to be honest with you guys, because if it's one thing I don't want to end up like, it's those fake craft channels that show you impossible results while happy music plays. Once I had all these pieces together, after adding on my newfound pendant, I also looked through a bunch of old rings that I had lying around, so I could add just the right amount of bling that just said, I own a garage. Yes, that's right, it's a garage and nothing else. So keep walking. So temperatures dropped quite a bit and it is a bit chilly outside, so like father, like son. I then made it to church, where I didn't feel too out of place with my outfit, though I did still sit at the back, mainly just because that's normally where I usually sit. Our sermon that day was about giving, so I decided to give y'all this video. But I can't say more about myself than that because I have to give humbly. After leaving church, I had to make my second stop. There he is! My man Ollie. And Ollie's truly is like a box of chocolate because you never know what you're going to find. Like walking sticks with carved animals. Wolf or a bear, a moose or a deer, a badger or eagle with a nose and ears. Lavender. Money scented. What does money smell like? No, seriously, what does money smell like? I don't know. I did eventually find stuff that I needed though, so my coupon and time there were well spent.
Punch him in the nose.
Well, got all my semi-essentials that seem to be exclusively at Ollie's. Now on to lunch. I had had my heart set on Taco Bell that day, but it turns out the lobby was closed, so then I set my eyes on Popeyes, but that unfortunately meant I had to take off all the rings I had, because this place is finger-licking good, and I really just don't want to lick fingers that have rings on them. Also, I don't want to lick my fingers in general, that's why I carry Germ-X with me all the time. That was good. So, thoughts on Big Daddy? Honestly, kind of weird saying that name a lot. Although apparently he was originally going to be named Marcus according to some promotional material. It's just never been confirmed in the movie. But for lack of awkwardness, I'm just going to refer to him as Marcus for a bit. Yeah, I like his character a lot. If anyone's followed my taste in movies enough, they know that along with Kung Fu Panda, Horton Hears a Who, Shark Tale, How to Train Your Dragon, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and of course, Sing, a running theme in a lot of these is that it includes a dad who has a son who's just not what he envisioned. This is just added to that as well. I like his voice. I like the growth that his character goes through. Of course, earlier in the first film, it is a little bit hard to watch. The scene where he more or less disowns Johnny, but also just how much Johnny is trying to get his dad's approval. It's clear he really doesn't want to disappoint his dad, even though he's extremely frustrated with it. So, hearing him beam with pride, saying, "That's my son," yeah, that's something special. And of course, I'm a sucker for good father-son hug moments, which I also enjoyed that. I had a hunch that if he was brought up in Sing 2 at all, they were going to say something like, the judge went easy on him because he's the first prisoner who's ever left prison to return himself to prison. That didn't happen exactly. But it does look like he got a lesser sentence, and yeah, I'm glad to see that he's gone through some changes, seems to be happy with his lot in life, and is very supportive of Johnny now. That's nice to see, and I do enjoy seeing that. I do kind of wish that in the second movie that Klaus and Marcus could have maybe had a little bit of a meet-up, although I think we all know how that would go.
You were this close to losing your...
But yeah, when he did show up on the phone call in the second film, I kind of was just in my seat. I was glad they included him, and it looks like he might make an appearance in the third one, too. I'm hoping this time around Johnny is telling his dad about how he may have feelings for a certain porcupine. But yeah, as far as this outfit goes, I could honestly see myself wearing at least the shirt and maybe the necklace together again. The rings, I am realizing, there's a lot of things that I kind of wanted to take these off for. First of all, I'm not used to having multiple rings on one finger, so yeah, they keep clicking together a lot like that. I honestly could start wearing this mood ring again, though. It's been a while since I've done that one. But yeah, rings aside, this has been a nice outfit to wear. I could see myself doing this one again.